Is it right to be constantly critical of our own appearance? Is it right to constantly pick imperfections in our looks and body? Hi, Dr. Saha here. I want to share with you an amazing work of Dr. Claire Chambers. Dr. Chambers is a professor of philosophy at the University of Cambridge, UK, and fortunately, I have been privileged to have a chance to interact with her about her work over emails. Dr. Chambers has written a remarkably compelling book. The title of the book is Intact, A Defense of the Unmodified Body. Dr. Chambers talks about the illusion of perfect bodies and the culture of constantly fixing them. And as someone who has studied philosophy myself, it has struck me quite deeply that we don't often see philosophers step out into public spaces and speak about the body. They speak about the beauty or about the precious vis-a-vis constantly fixing their looks or people's looks. So the work of Dr. Claire really stayed with me. She talks about something we all feel, but we rarely interrogate. Maybe we don't think it as a problem. And that is this constant, almost compulsive need to fix ourselves, to fix our looks, to fix our body, to look enticing like a movie model, to look beautiful, attractive, according to how showbiz industry manufactures the concept. Looking beautiful is not a bad idea, but then of course the idea is constructed by showbiz industry. The concept of beauty is redefined again and again by them. So if we scroll through any platform, we'll see it instantly almost as a necessity, like an invisible surgical hand is at work. They want perfect faces, perfect makeup, perfect hairstyle, perfect bodies, perfect lives, and slowly, almost imperceptibly, it seeps under your skin. You begin to feel like you don't quite measure up. I would address especially young people, young women trying to mirror showbiz models, young men chasing near impossible physiques. It is as if we all are trying to keep up with an illusion of looking good, of being good, and as if we cannot look good without fixing our existing body, our existing looks. But why? Why has it become a standard measurement skill? Why has it become a need and not just a choice? Because we are constantly being told, subtly and overtly, that appearance is a form of currency. It opens the doors, it draws attention, it begins to define worth. So people buy into it, and we see that how they all jump on the bandwagon almost without thinking twice. But here is the crux of it. There's a clear distinction between being healthy and submitting to a manufactured ideal. For example, eating well, going for a walk, doing swimming, hitting the gym, practicing yoga. I always find these activities organic for my body. That's aligned with well being in general. So, but trying to look different than you are, that's an entirely different game. And especially when it becomes a need, it turns out to be a race, a marathon. And this marathon comes at a cost. It's a quiet trade off, and you put your body on the top and the mind at the secondary layer. And for me, I think it's akin to relinquishing mind in favor of the body. So majority of us generally don't think about it the way Dr. Chambers is thinking. uh, that we come to see the body as a project, as Dr. Chambers says in her exactly words, something to be constantly worked on and something to be constantly evaluated. Because when all your energy is channeled into appearance, the mind inevitably takes a backseat. So we are so caught up in how we look, we forget how to think without constantly looking away from our imperfections. And perhaps more importantly, we stop asking, Is it even right to be constantly critical of our own appearance? And this is not confined to one part of the world. We see it's global, from Hyderabad to Karachi to London to California. The script is strikingly same. It commands to fit in, it commands to stand out, and honestly, it becomes utterly exhausting. So maybe it is time to take a step back, to call it out for what it is, to say enough is enough. The body we have, it does not require constant fixing. It is not a project to be endlessly perfected. So, what is the worth of human being? So, what is your worth? It is not tethered to the mirror. If anything deserves deeper investment, it is your mind, it is your ideas, your knowledge, your depth, your voice, your relationships, your cognitive strength, your consciousness development, because trends and fads fade away. They change. But a thinking mind, that is what endures, and that is where real beauty begins. Thank you so much.